Is it compulsory to listen to the Quran attentively if we are sitting in a large gathering where the Quran is being recited?
As far as the views are concerned amongst the scholars, there are two groups of scholars. One group of scholars says that it is fard. When the Quran is being recited, you have to listen to it attentively. And they quote the Quranic verse of Surah Araf, chapter number 7, verse number 204, which says that when the Quran is recited, listen to it and be at peace, so that mercy and blessing will be bestowed on you. So one group of scholars, the first group which say that is fard, they again divide into two groups. One group says it is an individual fard. That means whenever the Quran is recited, every individual Muslim should listen to it attentively. While the other group says it is fard kifaya. That means if someone is listening to it, the others, it's not fard for them. Like, for example, they give that if someone wishes salam to a group of Muslims, even if one or two reply, then the others need not reply. Wa alaikum salam. So similarly, in the first group, the second part of the scholars, they say that it is fard kifaya. The other group say that it is not fard to listen to the Quran when it's recited, it is mustahab. And they say that this verse of the Quran, Surah Araf, chapter number 7, verse number 204, which says that when the Quran is recited, listen to it attentively and be at peace, so that mercy is bestowed on you. They say this verse was specifically revealed only for hearing the Quran during Salah. It's not a general commandment that whenever the Quran is recited, it's only during Salah. And this is the view even of Ibn Qasir, even Ibn Jarir, and the quote, they mention the Salaf as-Salih. They say that when two were talking, the third one says that the Quran is being recited. So listen to it. So they again continue talking. There's a storyteller and they're talking among themselves. Second time they are reminded, that the Quran is recited, listen to it. Again they don't pay heed and they again start talking. The third time when they say it's only in Salah. That means they knew this verse of the Quran was specifically revealed only for Salah. And the majority of the scholars, they believe in this view, that it's only in Salah that it's compulsory when the Quran is being recited, you have to listen to it attentively. And Ibn Jariri further goes on to say that it is when the Imam is reciting. So he says besides the Salah, even when the Imam is giving the khutbah, giving the Jummah khutbah, and when he recites the Quran, even that time it becomes compulsory, you have to listen to it attentively. And when one Shaykh was asked this question, that if there are a few people in the car, and if one person wants to listen to the Quran and puts on the tape of the recitation of the Quran, and the other people aren't interested, so is it fine that the other people are talking and one person is hearing the Quran? So he says that he agrees with the view of Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, may Allah be pleased with him, who says that listening to the Quran is only compulsory during Salah. At other times, it's mustahab, it's encouraged. But he says that if someone is playing the recitation of the Quran in a car, and if some people are talking, then the person who wants to listen, it's preferable that he puts a headphone and listens to it. And the other people are talking can continue talking, because they should respect the Quran. Though it's not a fard to listen to the Quran if it's on the audio tape, but it's preferable. This is his suggestion. And further to ask that a woman, if she's cooking, and if she's cooking food in the kitchen, so can she play the Quran on the audio tape or on a CD and listen to it? Again, the view of most of the scholars, yes, she can. No, and because she can pay as much attention as possible, there's no problem. It's not compulsory she have to give full attention. At least the Quran, she is hearing the Quran, it's going in her head, she may memorize a certain part of it. So if she's cooking and if she's hearing, there's no problem at all. It's not a fard that she should leave everything and listen to it. That's only a view of some of the scholars. But the majority of scholars agree that they need not leave everything of their work and listen to it attentively. It's preferable, it's mustahab.